should be live. Yep, sweet. I just got a notification that we're live. Hells yeah. Oh, I like how they're static. Wish. Oh god. We already have 40 people. Fuck. Jake, get your ass on here. Okay. You're just muted for now. I got you. Just reminder, just when people start repeating questions, if you want to just type in the chat to remind them and shit.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna not be super focused. I'm just waiting for Premiere to open up and then
If you want to send me a link, that would help.
Oh, it didn't. Boom. Big Shack. Alright, let me know when you're ready and I'll go live.
What? You are live?
No, I'm saying like I'll actually show my screen and speak.
Oh. Well, let's see. Do we have anybody asking any questions?
173 video immediately. Fucking A.
What
5 SCPs.
Well, I think you should begin by at least, you know, what sort of questions are you looking for in this stream?
Well, okay, basically what I'm looking for is just editing questions, creative process questions. It's pretty loose. It's not like super formal. I'm going to wait a couple minutes for people to file in, so I'm fine with just chatting and doing whatever in the first like 10 minutes, and then when we get into it, I want to just show like just the one-on-one of like what it looks like, what we do, just so people have a semblance of like behind the scenes. We don't have to go crazy detailed unless they want to, or we can go talk about writing or how we get video ideas and whatever. And this is being very slow right now.
Hey, we got a good question here. Etchit says, where did your idea for the logo and YouTube come from?
Okay. Alright, cool. I'm gonna go live and then let's just say hi and all that shit.
Okay.
Hey guys. How's it going? Can you guys hear me? It's a bit of a lag. Jake's here too. I'm just showing my face. Just a heads up. Ayo, what's going on? I'm gonna keep looking to my right just because that's where my second monitor is. Right now I'm just showing you guys Premiere. I wish there was an easier way. Oh, it's the default view. Okay. Cool, cool. I'm just getting acclimated. What's going on? How you guys doing? Oh man, so many questions. Jake's gonna be moderating the chat, since I might end up focusing on editing and all that jazz first. So Jake, feel free to collect things. I'm gonna wait a couple minutes, wait for people to kind of file in, just because it's like just 4 right now, and I don't want to get started until we get our main crew in.
Alright, I'll start rounding up some
Oh
questions.
yeah, keep in mind, I have my mic's a little fucked up right now because I need to get a USB adapter. So, sorry about that. Next stream we will not have that issue. Disclaimer. Yeah, no, I've talked to Mr. Clay. I've talked to him. I was showing on his stream last time too, actually. Oh god. Yeah, I've seen a little of Dr. One Entertainment. That's all I'll say. I've read some of their stuff. Yeah, sorry. I know. It sounds like SCP-79's hacking into my mainframe right now. Oh man, why SCP? I'm gonna get to these later. First, I just want to go over like what our editing process is and what it kind of looks like behind the scenes for Dorman. And then we can kind of just do more miscellaneous questions afterwards.
I am collecting questions, so don't worry. If you ask something, I'm going to keep note of it and we'll get back to it later.
Alright, I just actually want to know, how many guys are you actually familiar with Premiere? I don't want to, like, be patronizing about the whole thing. You're gonna die? Why? Alright, I'm gonna assume, like, little to none of you guys have used Premiere. If you guys can see, this is my timeline. All this green shit, that's all like different audio tracks, and basically each separate thing is like a different sound effect or voice line. So what you hear is one thing in a normal video, it's actually just all these different layers. And the blue, same thing, it's just video. I don't really do tons of layers for videos because I don't really do a lot of the special effects. Shout out to my boys Nylog and Harful, check them out if you don't know them. They basically did a bunch of cool effects. Like for example, this looks like a normal phone until you realize the whole thing is actually green screen. I don't know if I actually have the OG, yeah. Because, funny fact, filming phone screens kind of trash because it just reflects all of your light. So that's why we've kind of done green screen. Nylog, if he ever pops in, can tell you how much of a pain in the ass it is. I know, sorry, yeah. Disclaimer again, my mic is fucked up right now because I need a USB adapter. So, sorry about that, guys. Next stream we won't have that issue if we do another one. And then moving on, obviously, so Harful, he animated this whole screw-do of the monster, and we went through a lot of things. I think people were pointing out like the hamburger meat feet. And here, I want to show you what we actually got. I think it was me and Jake, we were both discussing. I think Jake was the one who got the idea of like the stumpy feet. So what I tried to do is find as much visual reference, because trying to explain visual references to people is a pain in the ass and like waste tons of time. So okay, this is a bit NSFW, so I won't show it, but basically we used skinned elephant feet as reference, because that was just like the closest thing to what we were discussing about like how it looks, how we imagined it looking. And then for Illustrated, he basically supplied us with all of our images that he wanted to use, and that was just like copy paste images. So all that pink stuff right here, that's either titles, text, or photos. Do you guys have any editing questions? I'm not gonna like go too deep on it unless you guys want to. I'm pretty free flow. Yeah, thanks, Jake. And Jake, let me know if people are shooting any editing questions or not.
So far, none of them, but we
Oh,
do
how'd you
have
make the leg?
small.
Okay, that's a good one. So, if you guys know Zerandoodle or Zerundo, he goes by like a bunch of names. He actually modeled out the leg. Let me actually try to find out, like, we have the OG model. Let me pull that up for you guys. I think you might like that. But yeah, he basically built the entire figure, and then we just zoomed in on parts of the figure that we actually wanted to show. So like literally 90% of the figure we don't even see. So here I got it. Here we go. I'll pull this boy up. This is the man himself. He's got the stumpy legs and the head. We literally have not used his arms or anything, but it helps to have it just in case. We originally were thinking of like the hand kind of like crawling into the space as like if he's peering in, but kind of realized it didn't make sense, especially because it's like a really small gap. And the dormer doesn't really physically interact with people, so we felt like we would have been pushing the creative emphasis a little too hard. Yeah, I use Adobe Premiere. Pretty much everything I use is Adobe. I've used Avid before when I went to film school, but Avid A is very expensive and B is a pain in the ass to work with. Yeah, it's pretty dominant, not gonna lie. Peace, Alex. Thank you, Tin. He uses to model. No, it wasn't Unity. I think it was Blender. I could be wrong. But I know Volgan uses Blender for a lot of his stuff. For a lot of his models too. The pudding. Oh no, the corn pudding. Iron. It's corn pudding. It's just very thick. Jake's mom made it herself. It's pretty good. So don't diss the pudding. Pretty much this is our first animated SCP. Everything else has been practical and real. Because before that we didn't have reliable VFX people that were experienced and like that we could rely on. So Harful, we've been working with him for a bit, and then I realized he actually does really kick-ass animations, and he's done SCP models before. So I was like, well, why not? Well, let's do this. And we definitely in the future want to do a bit more creature features now that I feel like we can do it. Obviously we're still really limited because like money, can't pay people, and we can't like pay for locations. We don't really take SCP requests from random people. For like higher level patrons we've considered it, but the few high level patrons we've had, they have no interest in it, so haha, shout out to the Patreon if you want it. The slide SCP, that was, people are like, oh, you filmed that in your bed. No, we didn't film that in our bed. Basically, what happened was, we went to, it's pretty weird, we went to like, I don't know what to call it, like a pipe or like oil room in a parking garage that we got, fuck, I'm blanking. We got the permission to film there, and essentially our actor was like laying in this like dark concrete closet, and I was the foot behind him. So yeah, and shout out to Sean, he was like a real trooper, and Veronica, they were kick ass because there was like dust and like a ton of shit in there. We tried like cleaning it up, but it was still like pretty crappy. How do we choose SCPs? Honestly, two criteria. A, we feel has to like translate the screen well. There's some SCVs that just wouldn't, they would just kind of suck as a video. So that's the first thing. Then the second thing we notice is like, can we afford to make this? Budget's the big thing. We don't want to like stretch it out so it ends up like being kind of crap. We want to make sure that, PSAC, that, you know, if we can do it well, we'll do it. If we can't, we won't. And we'll just kind of save it for when the channel's bigger, or if we get more patrons, or things like that. How do we make sounds? A bunch of ways. I mean, a lot of the stuff we use is like stock sounds from online, but then we also have a really good mic that Jake, actually Jake, you should talk about that. You've kind of led the sound design stuff.
Yeah, we do a whole variety of different things depending on what sound we need. We will go through stock sounds if it's something that's simple. We'll usually do a tweak to it anyway, just in case. We have a good recording kit, great for locational sound, so we can actually go out there and record sounds if they're nearby, accessible, something like that. Not particularly hard to get the sounds, typically. However, to mix them and make them feel like they're actually in the environment is a different story entirely, and me and James are still getting a little better at that.
Yeah, it's a lot of trial and error. We've had some people willing to chip in and help out too. Jake, they want the recipe. They want the recipe.
I may provide the recipe at a later date.
Oh shit.
Involves a lot of sugar, way more than recommended, but it's necessary.
I did not. Zoro Star Gaming. I did not buy the vibrator. Just a heads up. That was from a friend of ours. That's all I'm gonna say. 682. 173 is tricky, Lucid. That's all I'm gonna say. We do have some ideas for him down the road, but yeah, it's a tricky one. I am. I've been staying up to date with that. I'm actually really excited that Clay's been able to get funding for his SP96 film. I've been like chilling on the Q&A chats now and then, just kind of staying in the loop. And I've told Clay if he needs help, feel free to reach out. We're pretty far though, like we're literally like 6 hours away. So I don't know how much we can actually do, but definitely, Clay, if you're watching this, good luck. Looks like a fun time. I just inhaled. Sorry, guys. I just inhaled coffee. My bad. Sorry if I like destroyed everyone's ears. Oh, Infinite IKEA. That's extremely hard, Robin. Robin Bird. Yeah, like I don't think we'd ever get permission from IKEA to film in their stores. The only way I could see it ever happening is if we literally like had a personal connect to like someone high up in corporate, and like unless someone has that connect for us, I don't really see how that's gonna happen. That, or we like got a shit ton of money, rented out a warehouse, and literally like built a fake IKEA. But again, that would be like insanely expensive. I mean, down the line, we would totally want to do bigger scale short films and eventually a feature. But we're not expecting to get there for years because the amount of money you need, and I don't want to use Kickstarter too much. I feel like it can easily be abused, and it's just a risky way of funding stuff. Definitely down the line we'll think about it, but yeah. We already have some stories we picked out that we think could make really good short films. Like, honestly, once we hit like 100,000 subs, that's when we can really start considering like doing bigger scale stuff. Right now we're just too small. We don't have enough marketing outreach. Do you know the Ayuwaki, Petra? Yeah, I'd love to make an SP movie cheese bread, but you know, money. Robin, Forlorn Creature's already doing a lot of the Lego SCP stuff. He's doing a kick-ass job with that. So you should check out his channel if you're into like Lego animations. I know he's doing another SCP video. I'm not sure when though. Yeah, no, I saw. Jake wants to read some questions. Go for it.
I have a few collected. Let's see over here. Etchits said, where did your idea for the logo and YouTube come from?
So, okay, so that was a long journey, getting our logo. We originally were thinking like, almost kind of like, if you guys know like Robot Chicken, that company, I forgot the name, but they have like a factory. We were thinking of like doing a literal factory sort of thing for our logo. And then I kind of kept messing around, and then I hit up my friend Gigi. Shout out if you're watching this. She basically helped design the logo after a bunch of run-throughs, and then my friend Edwin, he does graphic design. So like we sat in my room and like for like 3 hours we just busted it out and just went through the colors and all that stuff. Yeah, so like a lot of people made it happen. How we got our name, I'm actually kind of fuzzy on this. I think we were just kind of like thinking about, oh, okay, first we said like what's our purpose, and our purpose is like creating stories that we find interesting and that have some sort of meaning or purpose to them. You know, Jake, I feel like you have a better memory. Do you remember anything else? Like, on how?
Oh yeah, yeah, I remember it quite clearly. We just wanted to come up with two words that, when paired together, sounded mysterious. There was really no significant meaning behind it, except it had to, be rememberable. It had to be abbreviated in some way that didn't end up making an expletive, because if you're not careful, you can end up with a kind of funny acronym. And yeah, I mean, just mysterious. So we just were throwing a bunch of words together until it stuck.
Oh man, O5 asking dangerous questions. We already have April planned out, that's all I'll say. We want to give you guys a nice surprise. They are more well-known SCPs, I will say that. But find out and wait, April 1st. That's the next release.
Got some more questions here. Doctor Who Cares says, how did you discover the SCP community?
Oh my god. It's been so long ago. I found it in high school. My friend Christian sent me a link. And the way he like pitched it to me, he made it sound like it was like real, like CIA government files. He knew it wasn't, but like, yeah, I don't know. I think I found out like in 8th or 9th grade. 9th grade, I think. So I was pretty young. So it was like 5 years ago, maybe? No, whoa. Wow, it was just like 8 years ago. I'm like 22 now. Yeah, and then I like was checking it out, and then I kind of forgot about it for a while, to be honest. And then around college time, I got back into it. I don't remember why. I think I just kind of remembered this thing, and I was like, oh, this is cool. What happened to it? Does it still exist? What about you, Jake? How did you even get into it? Was it me? Or was it someone else?
No, it was a few late nights, just kind of stumbling around on the internet, finding something. Probably the most authentic way to discover it, because you have to be like, huh, is this real? But yeah, it was quite a while ago, so just stumbled upon it and was binging it for like that night.
Doesn't Harrison have a gorilla mask? So this is completely unrelated. I remember he used to have this gorilla mask.
Doesn't he have a full body gorilla suit?
Oh my god, okay, because I am asked, but I'm going to go down to the Bigfoot costume store and make the SCP-1000 video. Oh man.
Oh god.
Daredevil, how long have you been with the SCP community? Have you ever made your own character for it? Well, I just said I've kind of been on and off in high school, and then in college I got back into it. But I haven't made anything for the community prior to this YouTube channel. I was just kind of a passive reader who just loved the idea of it. We got any other
Yeah, got a few. Got like a twofer here. Firstly, Small Cheese Bread asks, how do you hire your actors? And secondly, Alex and a guy named 12 asked, how many actors do you have? So these are a bit combined.
Yeah, I'll do the first question. Well, I guess context, I graduated from a film school, so I already knew some actors, so that was helpful. And then also, I also knew some actors from a senior film thesis project that my friend directed and that me and Jake helped produce. But our first, I think Stairwell and Cup of Joe, it was just random actors we never met before. We basically used like free casting sites, like castingnetworks.com, stuff like that. And we just kind of put up a post saying, hey, here's a synopsis, here are the roles, yada yada. And then people file in, we send out a ton of emails, 90% of people don't get back to us. It's a struggle. I don't expect much because we're not the place where we can really afford to pay people right now. But that's the goal, is like we can pay people and it makes it much easier to get actors, and it gets much easier to get good actors, because 90% of the stuff on the free casting sites, most of them are like new actors who just want stuff for the reel. So that's what they get out of it, is they get stuff for their acting reel and we get a finished video. But that's like one of our number one goals, is when we get to that point we want to pay our actors. And how many actors we have? I mean, we actually, a lot of the actors that we enjoyed working with, they have a ton of actor friends, so it's a lot of the times they actually end up casting the videos, not us, because they'll kind of send out a bunch of people and be like, oh shit, this person's really good, and then either we have some people saved for future videos, but most of the people we've pretty much used, and it's just like expanding our web of people we know through other people kind of deal. What else? When I talk, I focus on talking, so I have a hard time double tasking. Just catching up.
Got a few more questions.
Go for it.
Daniel, I'm just gonna say Daniel. He asks, do you do this as a profession, or is this just a passion project for you guys?
Oh man, that's my goal. Full-time YouTube, that's the goal. I mean, like right now, I guess background for me, I graduated in May from college, and then over the summer I did an internship with a production company. They do like commercials and music videos. If you guys know, like I think his name is Reggie Watts. He's a comedic musician. They do a lot of like music videos for him. So then I met some producers through that, and I essentially worked as a production assistant, just like bottom line, do bitch work on like commercials and like short film sets. And I hated it because I don't live in New York City. I live near it though, and with like commute and everything, I was working like 14, 15-hour days, so I like literally was not being able to sleep. But in the meanwhile, while we were doing that, I was running the channel. Now I don't really do production assistant work now. More I just kind of do freelance videography stuff. Get work when I can. What's up, Duke Top? But yeah, once I love that name. But yeah, the goal is like in a couple years, me and Jake can do this full time, and we can like release even more videos instead of just one big video a month and now bending. But yeah, what about you, Jake?
Oh, I honestly just got into film and creating videos only about a year ago, and it pretty much started with this series and developing it and working on it for a few months before we actually went live with it. And yeah, it's the career path I want to do. I'd love to do full-time YouTube. Would love to do all sorts of stuff related to show business.
I mean, voice acting.
Voice acting, I do a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
You can hear me in actually SCP Illustrated's the next video that should be coming out. You'll hear me and James, both of us.
Heyo.
Another question. Zorostar Gaming asks, whose staircase did you use for SCP-087, the staircase?
It's actually the library staircase of my university. God, that was such a run and gun thing. We got permission to film there, but we didn't get permission to like turn off the lights. And turns out you can't turn off the lights. So we literally run around with like trash bags, taping up trash bags over the lights. It was so fucking sketch. And then actually, okay, this is cool. I'm gonna pull up. We did a very cool effect. The stairwell actually isn't an abyss. You can actually, in the OG original footage, you can see. Let me see if I can find the project. You can actually see the bottom of the stairwell. No, I don't want a team project. Let's see. Should be able to pull it up. Because essentially we didn't have enough paper bags, or like wanted to get caught covering lights, so we only covered up I think 4 floors of lights. So the floors above us and the floors below that all have their lights on. Okay, 2018. I might have to update the thing. I'm not gonna
Update?
bother. Actually, no. I just realized. Okay, yeah. I guess this is an interesting point. Our first 2 episodes, I didn't actually edit. We had another editor. We had 2 different editors do our first stairwell and Cup of Joe, and then they decided, time-wise, it took way too long going back and forth, especially when we were fine-tuning stuff. It just wasn't really worth it. I mean, in the future, it'd be open to like us getting editors again, but I don't have to really think about that for a while. We don't have the money or time schedule to really do that. So I actually don't have the Premiere project. I think it's on a other drive. I think it's on my Google Drive, and I'm not going to bother with that right now. So sorry about that.
Ryan619 Ambrose asks us, how do you do the critical tomatoes?
Like the tomato effect?
I think maybe the effect, maybe just the video, but the effect, yeah.
Well, the effect, actually, I'll pull it up. I'll show you guys. So Niall actually did the effect, but I filmed what he needed in order to make the effect happen. Let me do this real quick. Sorry guys, I have a shit ton of files. I try to keep things organized. It's on my external. Alright. So, let's see. These are the actual effects. I think I'd have to pull up. Where's my sequence? Yeah, sorry, my my shit's a little messy right now. I've been getting better organizing. I see that's like my #1 thing I've been like learning is how to correctly organize everything. I am not a professional editor, if you couldn't tell. So, but while this is loading, how do we break the actor's leg? We didn't. He just fell down, and then we added a bunch of sound effects to make it sound like he broke his leg. And I'm actually surprised at how well it sold. I think like Jake did a really good job. He found like crunchy celery. Was that the sound? Like crunchy celery? Something like that.
I think it was someone breaking, like... Was it celery? Yeah, no, it was someone ripping celery. That apparently is a very visceral noise.
Yeah, I guess it worked. I was surprised. Man, this is taking ages to upload. What you doing? I think it's because I'm streaming. My like hard drive's having a heart attack starting up.
Got another question. It's a little bit of a mouthful. Bandit 11 says, when will the Foundation be out? How long will it be? For all the questions.
Oof, you cut out.
Foundation is already out. That's
Yeah.
the name of our video series. It's not any single thing. Oh, ton of different SCPs.
Oh, hold on. Premiere's like freaking out right now. I'm gonna close it. I think my computer is like having a heart attack. So sorry about that, guys. I'll close it and then open it up again. Am I breaking up a lot? Yeah, I think I am. Damn. Oh my god, I totally ate shit my computer. This is frustrating. My like mouse is frozen. Fuck. Alright, sorry guys. I'm like exploding right now. Oh no, oh no, oh no, no. Close. Oh god, oh god. Oh. Alright. We should be good now. Sorry guys. Can you hear me? Oh my god. What's going on? Okay. Good? Yes?
Can you try talking like a little bit more, just so I can hear if you're...
Talking, testing, 1, 2,
Actually,
1, 2.
I think you're coming out fine, maybe?
Is the stream still up? My computer, like, hemorrhaged.
The stream is up, yeah.
Okay, cool. Alright, sorry guys. Chrome's still frozen for me for a hot sec, but after that I should be... I had to close Premiere, like, just had a heart attack, so I'm just not gonna fuck with that for now.
Okay. Yeah, well, if they can hear us, then we could still do questions.
Yeah.
With a name I cannot pronounce, he asks, do you have any plans for doctors in the Foundation? You said you were interested in nice stories about the SCP Foundation. Why not use Dr. Bright or someone like that to make a short movie about?
Yes, we will use doctors, and we do eventually want to do a Dr. Bright thing. That's all I'll say. I don't want to give away too much stuff. I feel like
add on to that a little bit in saying that when you have very well-known or appreciated sort of characters, SCPs, it definitely is going to take us longer to develop something for that. Because when we do something once, we don't tend to like rehashing it. So if we're going to do it, we're going to do it right.
Yeah, okay, sorry. Everything's back where it needs to be. I'm like finally seeing the chat now. Yeah, no, I mean, we definitely are hesitant to do like OG characters for that reason. It's a bit more of a barrier. It's a little harder.
Got another question.
What's going on?
The Iron Klooch, again, he is asking, so I saw your comment on Lord Bung's video. Do you like the animations?
Yeah, no, I love Bung. Bung's, I'd say Bung was part of the... Was that... Okay, how did we start the channel again? I keep forgetting this.
What's up, Vein Brain?
Hey.
We, in terms of starting our channel, he was a huge influence.
Yeah.
It pretty much showed us that SCP can survive not only as readings online, but by making them into videos, people will actually still they enjoy it, and it helped us. It motivated us to look around and see if anyone else was doing what we were doing, and they weren't. So we did it.
Good times. Thank you, Bung. Even though you're impossible to get in contact with.
05X asks, how did you do SCP-1562, the slide? And how did you manage to fit people under whatever that was? We answered that one a little earlier, right?
Yeah, I'll just recap real quick. Basically, the part of the tunnel was actually in a parking garage. So it wasn't even like in the same location. Yeah. A lot of camera trickery. I will say, it actually was a lot larger, the space, than it looked. I essentially had the actor like crammed into the corner, and then the GoPro was intentionally very close to their face, so you couldn't actually see it was a larger space than how it seemed. I think it's sold. Ryan Ambrose, what do you mean? How did you start the SCP stuff? Yeah, shout out to Vane. He did the music for Crush. The real Meg. Life's been going good. It's kind of nice having a YouTube channel that has an active community. Budget, not real. Not real asks, what's your guys' budget for special effects and props and all that? Like nothing. Literally. We're still, I guess to give you guys a heads up, we're still paying off like gear we bought. So we're still been in the negative for a while. Eventually we want to like do bigger things VFX wise. And Harful, thankfully, he's been like collabing with us and we've been helping each other out, but eventually like we're probably going to need to pay him and pay like a small team for some of the ideas we have. So yeah, that's all just Patreon and growing our channel. And I guess a nice tip is like how we get around props is a lot of times if we want to get a specialty prop, we'll buy it, use it, and then just return it. So essentially we've used the prop for like $0. Yeah, little old student film trick. Thanks, Mitchell. Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna pass T-Series, Mitchell. No, it's definitely been really cool, like how big we've blown up. I will say we have something special planned for when we hit 100K, so let's make our way towards that.
I've got something here.
So,
Brazil Ball says, it's not really a question, but I'll read it anyway.
mhm.
Forlorn Foundry's anomalous property resumes to be making extremely high quality content, yet gaining 0 subscribers.
Going against 0. I would say it's a nice steady trickle in. I think we got like 300 yesterday, so I don't know. I'm pretty happy with the pace we're going. But I mean, hopefully Illustrated, we're gonna get that shout out. I'm hoping that'll help kind of give us a bit more exposure. So apparently, it's gum that teleports somebody where they truly want to be. I've actually never heard of that. Dupe Dop. I've never heard of the gum SCP you're talking about. Yeah, what's the number? How do we? Oh, Loud Marso asked, how do you find a location to film a video slash SCP? A lot of the stuff we film, we film kind of run and gun. We don't really have the time or the budget to like get official permission. So a lot of times I'll just kind of film at my the university we used to go on the weekend. That or like friends' houses. There was a time where we did film at this office building, but that was like, that's it. I don't think we're gonna be able to get that again. If anyone actually, I'm gonna do a shout out actually. If anyone lives in the tri-state area, so New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and you ever have like cool shooting locations that you'd be down with like us filming at, definitely email us at forlornfoundry@gmail.com. We always need more locations. And then there's also actually a preserve where we live that is like super chill with us filming there. And they let us film there for like little to nothing. That's where we filmed Crush, that like big forest, and the little shack. That was all in that Boy Scout park. Yeah. Yeah, sorry, Mars. Vane, you discovered a SCP IRL. I'm scared. Oh, SCP-47. Oh, Dupe Top. Are you writing this one? SCP-47? 4071. I don't know why I'm saying 47. Thy King, I've heard a little bit about the Russian side of the SCP Wiki, but honestly I haven't digged too deep into the international stuff. I'm kind of focused on the American stuff right now. I mean, I would totally be down to check it out. It's just like, it's a bit overwhelming how much stuff's out there.
Yeah, the Japanese, Russian, and Korean, I think, are all full of some really interesting SCPs. And they're not just translations, they're completely unique.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually have a friend, for now vending, I have a friend who lives in Tokyo, so he's actually going to help us with translating, because some of our Japanese was actually pretty shit, so not too surprising when Google Translate is like how you're doing it. Birthday Monkey, Crimson Bolt asks, any chance you'll do the SP983, the Birthday Monkey? I feel like I've read that before, it's just not coming to mind. I've definitely seen that one before. Actually, Jake, what was, people were asking earlier what your favorite SCP is. Well, just ours in general.
Well, you go first. Do you have any?
Off the top of my head, honestly, Red Reality is one of my favorites. I have other ones that I really like, that's like my kind of, that one really stuck with me when I read it. I tend to, I guess this sounds a little hipster, but I tend to like the SCPs that I haven't heard about before, and there's not a lot of buzz, because to me it still feels like there's this air of mystery. When I see like the SCPs that are kind of everywhere, it kind of like strips that sense of mystique and like interestingness, sadly. But what about you, Jake?
For me it's 1968 and 2000. Because I like, Lovecraft, well, not Lovecraftian, but essentially existential horror. It's pretty nice. 1968, I won't spoil the surprise, but that's got some cool existential stuff. As for 2000, same thing, yeah.
Is that the one with the different colored classes? Like blue
Colored
state,
classes?
white state?
No, that's another good one. That's
Yeah, 'cause
the,
I like that one a lot too. That's actually one of my favorites.
ooh, I don't remember the number.
Man.
But, it's like your uncle or something.
Yeah, that's another one of like my favorites.
That's a good one. I'll post in the comments right here, so people could look at all three.
05X asks, are you guys going to be part of the SP96 movie, or is that too much to ask? We did talk to Mr. Clay and said, hey, if you need help, feel free to reach out. That being said, we're pretty far. He lives like 6 hours away from us, so I don't really know. It might not be economical, honestly, for us to help out. If he needs help with sound design stuff, then maybe. But yeah, that's up to him. Yeah, and Jake's just posting the SPs we were talking about. I just read Crimson King. 999's the Blob, right? I'm really bad with numbers. Just a heads up, guys.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Also, how are you sure he's not talking about JoJo?
Wait, what?
King Crimson?
Oh, hey. Oh, that's right. The English translation makes the Emperor Crimson. True. But he says Crimson King, I feel. Anyone who loves JoJo, shout out. I have my little, get ready for some cringe. I have my little, Ava figure. Oh. We got you, Lord Marceau. Yeah, Lord. I realized I said that earlier. Whoops. Do we have any other questions? I can just talk about some shit.
Don't really have any in the chamber right now.
Yeah.
Ryan Ambrose asks, wait, you both share the same YouTube channel, what the hell?
Yeah.
If he means both of us, then yeah.
Oh, Lord Marcellus, what do you think about SP1? What do you think SP1 is? I've like read a couple stories. I haven't dig too deep into SP1, to be honest, because there's like so many different like fan-made stories. I kind of hate trudging through bad writing to find a couple of gold gems, so that's why I've kind of more so been reading more established, well-known ones. I'll dig into it eventually. I always hear people talking about it, so I've read, I think, like 1 or 2 big ones, but I'm kind of rusty. Wait, Vane, what'd you post?
The Discord.
Ah, okay.
He posted a link.
Sorry. Oh, this is cool. Yeah, like blows up.
Why don't you show it?
Yeah, I'm just loading it up. This is what Vane found. This is pretty damn creepy. I love it. What is that? Is that just like a closet? Is this in Germany? I'm assuming we can't film here. Okay, yeah, Doopdap's making the SCP's talking about. Cool, yeah, definitely send the link when you finish it. Oh, I'll post the link in case people want to like it. Follow our man Vane. I mean, we have a Twitter too, but we like barely use it because Twitter kind of sucks for outreach, I'm not gonna lie. Here's ours. We kind of just repost. Zan, she's awesome. If you guys like SCP art, definitely check her out. Alright. Discord. Let me send the Discord link. Sorry, I'm just like spamming the chat with links now.
Discord link should be in the description.
Yeah. Yep, it's in the description. So
yeah,
if you feel to join that, we're actually pretty active on our Discord. So yeah. Is there anything else you guys want to ask about, like creative process, editing, any sort of things like that? I've been also thinking about doing a monthly thing, but that's up to you guys, about doing a more formal breakdown of like other effects. We'd probably get Harpole or Nylog in. Yeah, join. We do a lot of memes. We've been trying to get it more fan art and just like fan memes and stuff. I actually will share that on Instagram.
We do have a fan art contest happening right now.
Mm-hmm. Yep. 35. Which one's 35 again? Oh, Remfield, we use, Premiere. Got you. yeah, I might wrap this up. Oh, when is the fan? Lord Mars asks, when is the fan art contest end? End of March.
Yep, March 30th.
And I also just specify we're only really trying to take art that's related to SCPs we've actually done videos of, just because there's so much random SCP fan art out there.
Yeah, we've gotten some pretty good stuff, but it's all been other SCPs that we haven't done yet. So it's meant to be a Forlorn Foundry fan art contest.
I know
with
that's
SCP, of course.
That's pretty limited. I think we only have like 14 videos, but one day when we do another one, it'll be easier. O5 asked, how did you guys get the SCP-33 model animations and sounds, or better yet, did you make them and how? Because I gotta say that video is creepy and amazing. So Zarandu, he did the model. I showed that earlier. I can pull it up. But he basically made the model, then Harful textured him. You know, let me show you guys. Pull it up. So, here's the model. So this is what we started with. Zarandu made this boy over here, and then we got Horror. I'm gonna have to dig a little, but Horrorful, essentially we did a bunch of different rounds of texturing, kind of going over making him less glossy, making him meatier, stuff like that. And then, I mean, here's some references. Like, for the animation, specifically, we originally had him, Horror originally animated, like, his lips moving, and then I was thinking more so using this boy, what's his name again? Chatter? I forget his name. From Hellraiser, as like a reference.
Yeah, the Chatter.
So that was like our animating reference for him breathing. I try to use visual references as much as possible because I feel like it just conveys things more clearly. And then
fun fact, sorry, but the Volgan, he actually, when he did his Dorman video, he modified a picture of the Chatter for his as well.
Interesting. Yeah, so this is a pretty dark picture, but he was a bit more gray when Harpo originally did it, and then we made him a bit more rust colored. And then I was mentioning this earlier, we also had it where we were playing with the idea of like his hand coming through, but I decided not to do that, mainly because I feel like it's too confrontational. I feel like the doorman is more of just a presence, and he's not gonna like try to eat your kids or something. And the wheezing sound, that was me. I can probably do it right now, but I literally just did a wheezing sound and then just pitched it a little and threw some echo in. I think, yeah, it's just, you gotta like tighten up your throat. Yeah, just like that. That's just, alright, let's see. And yeah, I will say we are trying to make a bit more of our sounds now that we have our friend Jake Chefs. He's the one who wrote the music for Now Vending. He's been like helping us out with like making more music, making more sound designs too. And I know Vane, shout out to Vane, he's also helped out with music stuff too. So we're kind of learning more so sound design because I'm not as experienced, and Jake's been like digging into that a lot. Alright, what's going on in chat? Oh, what Duped Up say? Yeah, Duped Up. I can make cool noises with my mouth. That is always useful. Jake's got a pretty decent range too. I will say Jake's very talented in making just dumbass sounds.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, the earthquake. Man, Ryan with these science facts in the chat. What else? Do we have more BTS? I think this is it. We don't actually have a lot of BTS stuff. That's something we've been trying to fix. It's just hard because we have really small crews on our sets. Sometimes it's literally just me and Jake. So it's really hard to get someone to do BTS. We're trying to get like actors to do it. O5 asks, have you guys ever played any of the SCP games? I actually have, but I've only played Secret Lab. I do want to play Containment Breach Unity. I've watched a lot of gameplay of the OG one. And I am going to play the SP Blackout demo soon, which I'm going to post on FF Boys, our gaming channel that we're just doing on the side for fun. So if you guys are into that, check it out. I'll post the link, I guess, if you guys are interested. I just uploaded our first video of me playing Pavlov. Me and Jake both have VR, so we want to do a bunch of like fun VR stuff on the side. And don't worry, Forlorn Foundry is always going to be our #1 topic. This is just kind of like a fun thing on the side. Nothing crazy. I'm just going to send the links for y'all. Boom. Check it out if you guys are into that. Boom. Big Shack. Any other questions? You guys hire old people. Oh. Oh, Zavoob asked, are you guys fans who wanted to make SCP visual representations or associated with the wiki? Me and Jake were just fans. I will say one of our big goals is to make SCP a bit more approachable, because it is kind of hard to get into, reading like these dense case files. I think the video games are also helping with that, but it's nice to like have visual stories of a lot of these stories. Hey, thanks Lord Marso. Yeah, I believe Jake, we're accepting art in the Discord, right? I forget.
Yeah, we are.
Okay. Real mega.
You have a section for it.
Zav asked, have you guys ever thought of creating your own SCP data log? Do you mean like writing our own SCP? Or just like a log of all the stuff we've made videos of? Tommy Van asked, do you guys ever think to do other media? Do you mean like animation? Like 2D animation, things like that? If so, I've thought about claymation before, mixed with live action, but that's really tricky to do, and I also don't have experience with claymation and all of that stuff. It's really hard to do that, actually. Bipop, and I guess CGI is the most we've really thought about like other media mixed in. I will say that they're definitely open. I know there are some SCPs that relate to drawings and stuff like that, so it's definitely not out of the view for animation. I am not experienced animated. I've animated one like 30-second clip in my life, so we'd probably need help from an actual animator if we wanted to go that route, though. Oh God, Marissa's here. Wait, where's Marissa? Marissa's my sister. Just FYI. My twin. Alex 8 asks, have you seen the SCP Simplified comic? I actually haven't. Post the link. I'm actually going to check that out. Oh my God, Ryan. I
think Ryan is starting to get angry.
Yeah, no, Ryan, I know. I've seen Lightning from Space. It's actually really cool. Yeah. Oh God, Christian's here. Man, my real life friends are here. What is this? What else? Oh, Doopdop did ask, streaming. The channel is just gonna be kind of a random thing. We're not gonna go too scheduled or hardcore about it. It's just like when we feel about it, when we feel like it. 19 watching. We had a lot more earlier. Guess a lot of people dropped off. I should like post something visually interesting. It's kind of just me talking at a chat right now. Oh well. Let's see, where's the channel at? Where's the channel at? Oh, 05. Yeah, no, I really liked. That was actually my favorite part of the 294 video. I actually am not a big fan of Cup Show, I will say. It's my least favorite out of everything we've made. I think, yeah, and Jake kind of feels the same. And yet it's sadly our second most popular video. So what can you do? Oh, Tommy Van just asked, what's the most hardest SP to do? Well, out of the videos we've actually done, Cup of Joe is actually the hardest. Building props is not easy. Me and Jake both, like, sweat, blood, and tears over that thing.
We did actually bleed. Both of us cut ourselves with the same knife, doing the same stupid thing.
We're blood brothers now.
Yeah, we have a disease.
Dandy. The coffee machine was also a nightmare because we had an actor who was supposed to play the role of the researcher originally, and he was like commuting from Chicago. He was going back and forth in Chicago, New York, and he backed up like 3 times. It ended up taking like 3 or 4 months to make Cup of Joe, which is like, it was a nightmare. And we had like crew swap out. We literally had the crew that shot the first half like backed out halfway, so we had to get a completely new DP and AC and all that. I'm just proud that we like finished the thing, to be honest. That being said, if you mean just general what are the hardest SPs to do, I'd say Infinite IKEA is definitely up there for one of the hardest. Ryan asked, what did the painting look like? I can literally pull up. I have the painting, like, in person, if you guys want to see that. Yeah. Real Meg asked, have you watched Confinement by Lord Bung? Yes, we have. It's kind of what inspired us to make this channel. Part of the reason. Nice. What else, guys? I'm trying to think. I guess if people don't know, we try to advertise it a bit more, but we do release every month. We do get a lot of questions, people saying like make it into a series. So if that isn't clear, we're trying to just be as consistent. It's like balancing quantity with quality, consistency while also like keeping things decent. Oh yeah, Vane, sorry about that. Vane's like the Foundation logo is different. Blame Jake on that one. I don't mess with Photoshop too much. I kind of suck at it.
I will defend my own actions. I'll make it very clear right now. The reason we have the Foundation logo placed in different locations is because the thumbnail might have some details that look better in one position. If I were to put, let's say, the thumbnail, the Foundation logo in a certain corner, it might completely cover the forehead of someone, and that's not right.
I have thought about doing like a watermark style kind of thing, but we kind of just ended up going with this. 05 asked, since you guys have pretty basic props and effects, how do you plan to make a video about 173 or 106? I will say for 106, I do want to do the young man. That being said, that would have to be like a funded thing. We couldn't make that on our own where we are right now. Like, I have the people, I have access to the resources, I just need the money to get those resources. So we do have the connections and the crew that could make it happen. It's just really money that's the only thing stopping us. And we have a trench location soon. A friend of mine is actually building a trench for his film, so that would be cool. Yeah, Ryan, I'll pull up. I'll get the painting. It's like in my garage. Hold up. Oh god, I'm eating the mic. Hope you guys got a nice little look at that. Oh yeah, Jake's too much of a stud. Can't handle it. Also 05, I will mention my girlfriend is pretty talented with art stuff. She's helped a lot with a lot of props and things. She actually painted the great painting, so it helps to kind of have the artistic eye to help us with that sort of stuff, because I can't really draw. That being said, this was incredibly easy to make, so. Yeah, I know, right, Tommy? It took actually 10 days to paint this painting. Now it literally took like 15 minutes. James General Moto asked, this is Jake or James? This is James. Jake is a very pale, large, bearded white man. I mean, I'm bearded too, but he's got like a real beard.
Say that to my face.
Good. Fight me. 101. Let's see. Who owns 294 now?
It's in your garage.
Yeah, it's literally in my garage. It's like just been sitting there for months.
You could hear James trying to quietly type 294 because he forgot.
I forget all the numbers. Okay, leave me alone.
The numbers are tricky. Okay.
Even after like writing a million file names with that SCP number, I still cannot remember numbers. It's kind of sad. We'll do that. I said earlier we do plan on having him in a thing. That's what I will say about 173. I mean, I'll be real. I think a lot of the more popular first series SCPs aren't that interesting. I think they're kind of one-note creatures, so it's kind of hard to make them super interesting, like standalone videos.
297 went back to its owner.
Yes. I mean, 297 actually did get deleted for like a day on Christmas, and I was shook. But then we fought it and they put it back up. But yeah, no, that's clearly demonetized since that's too much for YouTube.
Apparently.
So, yeah.
But if you go into a forest with some rope and do some recording, apparently they like that. They're fine with that.
Yeah, showing dead bodies is okay.
That's our grand finale.
We just die. Lord Marceau asks, is 173 copyrighted? So do you need to get permission, or are you allowed to use it freely? 173 is copyrighted, and the creator is not a huge fan of SCP, which sucks. So that's like the reason why he could like never be in an actual video. I will say it should be fine. A lot of video games have him, as long as you don't like charge money to like for the video or for the game. The creator doesn't seem to care. He hasn't really chased after anyone, although he has said years ago that he would like sue people if they use it, but since then, as long as you don't charge money, I think he just doesn't care.
Typically what you just do is you do a redesign of it that still keeps a lot of the elements of it, but aren't it's not explicitly the same 173 that everyone knows. Same function, but different look. That's how you can get away with it if you're trying to use it for something that you're going to monetize.
Hey, Dooptop. Marissa's my sister. I think this should answer your question. Oh God. I'm not that sick. Yeah, no, it's just the nature of live streams. I think we're gonna get a little more peeps later on after it's gone live. Vainbrain, Lodum's got permission to use 173 in his film. Yes, I actually talked to Lodum's. He was kind of vague about how we got in touch with him. I think he intentionally kept it vague because he doesn't... I get the feeling the creator of 173 is very sensitive and he doesn't want to risk ruining that relationship. I also don't know if it's even possible to get in touch with him anymore. Lodum's is the guy doing Containment Breach Run, whenever that's going to come out. It's been like in production hell for like 5 years though.
I think it's worth noting that I think the reason that the person who created that SCP-173 sculpture isn't such a huge fan of it being used as SCP-173 is just because his actual artistic intent when creating it was for it to be like a sort of nature spirit. to be something that's a positive, good thing. So to hear that a bunch of strange white people across the ocean are using it to snap people's necks, he hasn't really liked that too much.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, to just get him to understand kind of the context of it and how it's been used, a lot of people have tried it, and typically it's a lot. It's a lot for him to process. So I think it was exceptional with SCP Run, Containment Run, whatever the name of that one was. That was like a one-on-one connection, very, very not standard, and probably will not happen again.
Yeah.
Just because of the circumstances around it.
Mm-hmm. Vane asks, would you be able to help with Run? Lodums is West Coast, and I think he's already got a crew, so probably not. He's already hired some people. He mainly directs, like he has a full-time job, so this is like just kind of a side thing for him. Oh my god, spooky. I know who you are, John. You can't hide. Yeah, I will say it is interesting how like everyone is doing live action stuff and releasing it like the year we start our channel. It's like everything's coalescing at the same time. I think some people were mentioning about playing SCP games. We will be playing SCP games on our gaming channel. We're trying to keep Forlorn Foundry just Foundation and occasional live streams from now on. Tommy asked, Jake and James, are you two brothers?
No.
Yeah,
no. Thank God we aren't.
Fuck you.
What? I don't want to.
We've known each other for a while. I'll say that. We've known each other since
high school.
Yeah.
Back when James was a little shrimp.
Little shrimp.
Yeah.
Jake still had his beard. Fun fact.
My beard has been around since birth, I think.
Jake is actually unable to shave his beard. Fun fact.
That's not a fact, and it's not fun. I choose not to shave it.
Yes. I mean, I literally look 5 years younger without my beard. I look like a little bitch.
Hey, if you want to see James without a beard, definitely check out SCP-1080 The Crash. You can see him walking through a forest.
Yes.
We didn't include rope that time, but you see him walking through the forest with his baby face.
This is true.
Probably the scariest part of the video.
And I got comments saying I look like Elon Musk. You know, I'll take it. I'll take that comment with pride. SCP Razorblade. I actually have not read that. Drakenson. Is it like Frankenstein?
I feel like that's the one that you just keep peeling off.
No, that's Tweezers.
That's Tweezers. Oh.
Yeah. I really want to do that one, but
yeah, that one will be a little tricky.
Lord Marso is our spokesperson for today. I mean, I will say, you guys sharing our videos and like trying to create buzz helps so much, like so much. So definitely, like, if you guys do that or have done it, keep doing that. Like, we really appreciate that sort of stuff. It's very hard when it's just one person kind of shouting into the void. Oh, it's 173. Read this. What is this? 173D. I feel like I've heard about this. I'll read it later. Ooh. 05 asks, one more question. How would you guys do an SCP-49 video? Well,
we have ideas.
We have ideas. I mean, I will say there's people making a feature on SCP-49. We've debated actually doing a standalone video for him, though. Because, again, a lot of some of the earlier ones, there's not a lot there. But definitely he'll be in a video.
I think we can comfortably say that you won't see any video that's titled SCP-49. But you may see him poke his little nose into some other videos.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows?
Yeah, and Vogan's worked with us before. He's really chill. I love working with him. He actually made our banner for our YouTube channel. He's been like super helpful with us, especially when we were like nobodies and no one knew about us.
James, I'm gonna answer this question real quick.
What's up?
MBK asks, how can I get a t-shirt with your logo? You can't. Not right now, at least. The process to get shirts done There's a whole lot of different ways you can get into it for just all sorts of merchandise. You can go for cheap. You can go for quality. We want to wait a little bit before making that decision of what, which provider to go with, and at that point you'll know when we have merchandise. We'll definitely be screaming to everyone to buy it, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, there's no rush right now. I think we're too small to really even consider merch realistically. I think when there's enough demand, and we also want to have really good looking stuff. We don't want to have just shit with logos slapped on. So I have some friends that are designers and artists, so they're going to start pitching some ideas too. And we kind of want to build. We want to make it so it's like looks nice enough that if a random person on the street saw it, they'd actually like it. You don't have to be just a fan to enjoy it. What is Ayo, thanks MBK.
You are aware that is my dad, right?
Oh, he is? No, I wasn't.
Yes.
God damn it.
That is my dad trying to cleverly sell shirts to everyone.
God damn it. I should have known. It was too good to be true.
Very, very good. We'll have shirts eventually. Don't worry.
One day. Oh man, you have 4 SCB shirts, Robbie. True fan. Peace out, 05. Thanks for coming in. Yes. Jake's dad is the teacher in the last video in Durham. Check it out. Yeah, Dragon Sing, we made the tomato episode. Yep, that's actually my favorite thing that we filmed or released. And we're trying to keep, I will say we're trying to keep it balanced. We don't want too much horror. I think it's nice every now and then to have a more fun comedic, even if it's a dark comedy, just like comedic episodes out there. That has triggered some people. They kind of want just found footage, but I like stylistically keeping it a bit more varied. I don't want to kind of be a one-note channel. Thanks, Drake. Lord Marcel asks, can the art be a Blender 3D model, or does it have to be drawn? If you mean like, oh, yeah, no, it can be anything. We're any medium, we don't really care. I always appreciate 3D models. I always find that stuff cool. Kinder Egg SCP, actually I have not read that. Drakenson, what do you mean, so what happened to the Viber episode? If you mean its status, it did get demonetized and deleted for a day, but then it came back. No, Jake, Kinder Eggs are kind of legal here.
What is kind of legal?
Like, they don't have shit in them. They're just empty.
They're empty?
Yeah, you can find them here. They don't have the actual surprise inside, I'm pretty sure.
Huh. Well, then it's just a... Yeah, that's no kind of surprise. That's
it's pretty dumb.
Kind of horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for the longest time they were illegal. And, it would be a great deal of fun to sneak them back in luggage. Trade them to friends.
Didn't they have those, like, chocolate balls with, like, stuff inside it?
Yeah, what we've had for a while are, like, these plastic Kinder Eggs that you peel open, and then on one side it's like this cream with, like, 2 chocolate balls in it, and the other side is like a I think there's a toy there.
Yeah,
there's a little scoop to eat it with. It's okay.
I always wanted that. I never had that as a kid.
I mean, they're still around. They're tasty. It's just like pure cream and then chocolate, which is,
Wonder Balls. Thank you, Christian. That's what they're called. Yeah. No, Robbie, they're Wonder Balls. They're a little different than Kinder. Oh, maybe I think we have Kinder Joy. I don't know. I might wrap this up soon. We've been going for like an hour. Since we're talking about products that are not legal in the U.S. Like, we've deviated a bit.
We've moved on to the Kinder Egg part of the stream, which was not planned.
I mean, do you guys have any notes about the stream? If it should have a bit more structure? I think next stream I'm going to go a bit more structured instead of just Q&A for everything. I'll develop a bit more of like a specific ordered breakdown if we want to do another behind the scenes how we edited or did effects, and I'll try to get Harpful and Nylog on, so they can also show you their side, how they did stuff. The Ink Machine. I don't think I've heard of that one.
It is. It's not an SCP. I believe it's one of those spooky online things that there's so many of these days.
Like Creepypasta. Yeah. I guess that's a fun note. Originally, I wanted to do the Goatman Creepypasta. That's actually like where it all started, I guess. And then Jake was like, "How about we actually just do SCP stuff?"
Yeah, I think that pretty much the original thought process was James wanted to do the Goatman because he's always like that creepypasta. And I was like, there's like a website that has a couple of thousand of these that are a little bit more fleshed out. There is some sort of canon to it. We just looked into it. We were thinking about it. That's when I showed James Lord Bung. And we made that decision to go forward with it.
Yeah.
As for me and 001, I've read a few of them. Yeah, Lord Marso. Christian Wong says, "Rude boy ting h jarastamai." I agree. Head to the Discord. Check out the Discord if you want to know what that means.
Wait, what? I don't even know what that means. I haven't been.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Oh, did we get a new patron?
We did.
Hey, Witness, thank you so much. I actually have heard of the Capital SCP, Ryan. I actually like that one a lot. Liz, you cannot stick carrots up Jake's nose. That is assault.
Yeah, I'm not going to allow that.
Yes. But, yeah, don't worry, Lord Marso. It's okay. It like, we have to verify links. Just so people don't, like, spam their, like, Instagram ho or something.
Yep, YouTube automatically flags it. We got to look at it.
Yeah. Alright, I think we should wrap this up.
So too.
Alright, well thanks guys. We'll probably do another one of these next month. I think we'll try this out as like a monthly thing. Thanks for coming.
Parting gift.
Parting gift.
Hold on.
Oh god.
Right over here. If you want to open that up on screen for everyone.
Oh gosh, I'm scared. Rude boy thing jarasta man. Oh my gosh. Hey Liz, how about you like donate $20 instead?
Alright, this is a perfect note to end on.
Alright. Rude boy says
Beautiful.
bye. Peace out guys. Let me
Wood boy ting e jarasta
Boy thing. Alright, peace out guys. It was fun. Next time. Oh wait. Ryan says hold on. We'll give Ryan his shot.
Alright. Last chance, don't talk about lightning, earthquakes, or kinder.
Oh, Iron Armenian's here.
Iron
What's
Armenian.
poppin'?
Oh,
Damn.
wow, okay.
Wow.
We're just about to wrap it
It's
up.
a good thing we held on. I will lick Jake's nostrils. I've done worse things in my life.
I will beat the shit out of you, and I can do it.
I'm fast. This boy fast.
Hey, look, it's Deborah Parsons who guessed correctly.
I think Deborah had a stroke.
Well, Deborah Parsons did guess correctly, which SCP was
True.
Tomato. You do recall. So right. You got to respect GG if very nice.
Liz, this isn't Pornhub. Oh no! We're not posting that.
I'm hiding that, and I think we should wrap up. This beautiful conversation.
Does the cowbell make people go insane? I believe so. I'm really rusty on that. Sorry, Ryan. All right.
It means you could be seen.
Yeah.
And that's that. Rude boy.
Rude boy says good night. Good night, guys.
No,
wait. Oh my God. All right, Lord. This is the last wait. This is the last one.
Final.
Can you see me in the DMs what you didn't post? What do you mean by that?
What didn't we post? Duped out. No,
No.
someone didn't.
I mean, Armenian, you're not wrong. SCBs kind of are just nerd creepypastas. But, hey, I'm a huge nerd. Good night.
Speak for
real
yourself.
leg. Yeah. Come on, Lord. Oh, wait, Lord, there was no porn. Calm your horny balls.
Yeah, calm down. It was something else.
Yeah. Oh my God, Liz.
All right.
That
actually is technically, we could have that for our fan art contest, but
I don't
will
want to
not
see
approve
these
it.
things. Don't scar me.
It's too late.
All right.
Anyway,
Good night,
goodbye.
guys.
Peace out.